Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a fun one. I don't know if you all have heard of Influenster, but I was sent one of their Vox boxes to test out some products. I am definitely giving you my honest opinion, so I hope you all enjoy this kind of video. Don't forget to check out the description box below for all of my social media. And then also, don't forget to subscribe, and please give it a thumbs up if you enjoy this. And now that you've seen a small sample of what's to come, let's get into this. First, I'm starting out with my makeup. I'm using my Too Faced Hangover RX Replenishing Primer to prime my face. And then I am using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Stick Foundation in Porcelain and putting that all over my face and then just blending that in, which I am noticing after using this foundation a little bit longer. It is a little bit more difficult to blend than I originally thought, but with a moisturizing primer it really does work out pretty well. And then I am using my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in Fair just to kind of highlight some of those high points, which on me it looks a little dark, so I probably need to get a little bit lighter shade. But I'm just blending that in with my Real Techniques blending sponge. And then I am using my bareMinerals Ready Illuminating Touch-Up Veil in Translucent to set the concealer with a small powder brush, and then to set the rest of my face with a larger powder brush. And then I am using my Wet n Wild Megaglo Contouring Palette in Dulce de Leche to contour those cheekbones, make them look sharper. And then I'm using my Jaclyn Hill and Becca palette. I'm using the bronzing shade to bronze all over my face, and then the more shimmery blush on my cheeks, and then Champagne Pop on my cheekbones, down the nose, cupid's bow, chin, forehead, all those places. And then I'm doing my eyes with my Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. I will list all of the colors down in the description box below because I am still learning how to show products a little bit better, and especially because my camera doesn't have an autofocus, it makes it a little more difficult. But I'll definitely leave that below. And if you all are interested in seeing this look more detailed, a little bit slower, I can definitely do that for you. Definitely comment below if you're interested in that. I thought this was a fun one for fall. It's very red and cranberry, kind of matched my shirt, which was a little funny, but I liked it. And now for the main part of the show. It's the Max Factor X Precision Liner is what I'm starting with, and y'all, I'm gonna admit, I'm not very good at a wing liner, and you can kind of watch me struggle through this a little bit. On the first side, I think I'm doing okay, and I get the line really thin. Definitely the thin side of this liner works really well. The thick part I'm not so good at using, and here's where the wing starts to struggle. Oh goodness. I realize I'm getting it a little bit low on this side, so you'll see me kind of fuss with one side, fuss with the other, and then come back again. But I will say, the pigment in this liner is really good. It stays really black, and it does kind of have a sheen to it when you wear it all day, but if you set it with a black eyeshadow, you're not going to have any problems. It's going to be matte. It doesn't wear off on me, and I have very oily eyelids. So I do like the liner. I just definitely need to practice a little bit more with wings. That's just not my forte, and that has nothing to do with the liner. But the liner is good. Definitely recommend that. And more struggling with wings. Oh, poor Hannah. And then I was using my Jaclyn Hill palette as my mirror so I could see a little bit better, and it decided to take over the show a little bit, so you can't see me messing up on the other side, but now you can see my wings are decently even. And then I'm going in with the Max Factor X mascara, and this mascara is not my favorite. It has a very strong chemical smell, and it just drove me crazy. I have ended up throwing it away, which is kind of sad because otherwise it is good. It gives you good length and it is deep and black. But another thing, I do prefer more volumizing formula, so this one didn't give me that fullness that I look for, but you definitely get a lot of length. So it's one that it depends on if you're sensitive to chemical smells. You may not like it. If you don't mind it, then go for it, and if you like lengthening, go for it. It's a decent mascara, just was not for me. And then right about here my camera decided to die. So we missed my next eye, but you get to see me then putting on my lip gloss. It's the Sephora 05 Rose Petal. And then me and my husband both had this day off, so I made some coffee with the Brew and Renew. It had 3 different pods in there. You've got the Kawaii coffee, Hills Bros, and I want to say the last one is Lots of Nuts or something like that. And at first I used the Kawaii coffee, and I don't know what happened, but the pod must have broken because my coffee was straight coffee grounds. So then I tried again with the Hills Bros coffee, and it worked perfectly fine. I'm not going to make you all sit through my entire boiling water, so I kind of tried to speed this up a little bit. But you know, it was really convenient to be able to just use a pod in my Keurig and not have to worry about having a coffee pot and brewing an entire pot of coffee. And my husband loves, loves, loves coffee, so he will love using these. And I kind of have a sensitive tummy. I love coffee, so I'm kind of sad that I can't have a ton of it. But he and I split this cup, and it was delicious. We always like to add a ton of creamer to our coffees. We prefer more latte style things. So you can see me adding a boatload of hazelnut coffee creamer, and then I do add a little bit of sugar later just to sweeten it to taste, and it was a really good cup of coffee. That's all there is to it. And then next thing I'm getting into is I am filing my nails, and you can see my little dog unsettled in my lap, and she wishes that I would stop filing my nails. And then I'm using my Deborah Lippmann Smooth Operator, which I got in my Kiss and Makeup box, which I will put a little card right here so you can click that and check it out. And next we've got the Pure Eye Shine in Shining Night and the Gel Top Coat. You can see me putting on Shining Night. I am not the best at applying nail polish, but I've got to say the brush on this was pretty good. It's a pretty small brush, so it makes precision a little bit more easy on you. And it went on extremely opaque in just one coat, which was really surprising to me. I was expecting to have to fuss with this a little bit more, especially because this is a pretty inexpensive nail polish. It's typically only $2.99 at Walmart, so I think that's one great thing about it. You can get a nice manicure at home for not that much. And it did not take long for the polish to dry once I was done painting my nails, and you can see me just continuing on for a while. The curse of the right-handed person putting nail polish on her right hand. And then I just blew my nails for a second. Changed my YouTube video. I was watching YouTube while filming this part. And then I'm applying the gel top coat. And this gel top coat went on so quickly, and it dried so incredibly fast. I remember sitting there as soon as I was done. I was watching a little more YouTube thinking, oh, this is going to take forever to dry like it always does. And next thing I knew, my nails were literally dry in less than a minute. So that was one really great thing. I hate sitting around waiting for my nails to dry, so I did love this. And I've had the nail polish on for about a week now. It's lasting longer than a typical nail polish, but I definitely do still have some chips, so it's not like a gel manicure from the salon. And now that it's the end of our day, I'm using my simple cleansing facial wipes to take off all the makeup that you saw me put on just a minute ago for you all, but for me a few hours ago in a day of doing things. And I'm used to using the Simple Micellar Water, so I do love Simple products, but I think I will prefer the micellar water just because a makeup wipe tends to tug a little bit more, and I don't like to have to tug on my skin when I've already got lovely wrinkles all over my forehead coming through from my facial expressions. And the more I tug, the more wrinkles I get. But it removes makeup very well, so if you like makeup wipes, this is a great one, especially for sensitive skin. And then I'm using my Seventh Heaven Tea Tree Peel Off Mask, and I put my hair up first so I don't make a mess, and then you can watch me struggle to get it out for a little while. You can't see the package, but I am trying so hard to get it out. Eventually I do. I was surprised to see that it was actually like a clear gel and not green like it was on the package, which I am a-okay with it being clear. It did go on really smoothly, it felt really tingly. I really enjoyed the little mask. And after about 20 minutes, I came back. It was very dry, you can see, and it was amazing. It truly did peel off in one piece, which is really unusual for peel-off mask. I usually have to peel off a chunk, another chunk, and then I cleaned out my hair a little bit and I was all done. I hope you all enjoyed this video. It was a lot of fun to make and I really enjoyed the products, and thank you to Influenster for sending me the box. And once again, if you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you all next week. Bye!